Alright, so go ahead and show us your overhead squat from the front and then the side.
Whatever position I'm comfortable in as far as my grip.
Stretch it out for a second.
Good, okay, then go and turn to the side. Just going with a wider grip to open up your shoulders a little bit. And now go ahead and turn towards the camera and go in with a little more narrow, so just outside the shoulders. Now as he sits down, his arms want to get pulled forward a little bit, go to the side. Watch this plan here. He's fighting it back, and he's got some tightness into his lats and up into his traps. So let's clear that out with either a baseball or a lacrosse ball. Go ahead and lay down. Stick this right underneath where your lats meet your ribs. Yep. So we need a lot of weight into that. Then while it's here and it's pressing into it, we hold that external rotation as he moves into what's going to look more like an overhead squat position. Pulling those arms back and then bring it back in. So we'll sweep through as we have that muscle tacked down by the ball, and he's just going to find another spot by rolling up on it. Same thing here, pushing his weight into it, relaxing his space, pulling it back, and letting it come back in. Then move up a little bit. Good, let's go all the way up in the armpit now. There we go. A lot of weight in, pulling back. And let's go ahead and turn over onto your back, so just right over there. Same spot. We're going to put the ball right here in his trap as he lays down. Once he's on his back, pull his knees towards him, then push your hips up in the air, drive himself into the ball. So the ball is right in his trap, drive himself into it. Then we can take our arm through that range of motion of that overhead squat again. Trying to hold that external rotation. And also try to push a little bit towards his ear. Trying to work a little more of that compression so that muscle can get loosened up so you can have a better overhead position with that. Good, let's go ahead and do the same thing other side. So let's go lats first. So if lats are tight, they're going to be pulling your arms forward. If your traps are tied up this way, it's going to be hard to pull them back into that good solid overhead position. So you got to gear both of those up. 2 minutes is a minimum. I'd say, depending on how tight you are, you go up to 4 minutes each side, working up and down that lat. This is something you'd want to do in your warm-up, maybe not super close to when you're actually doing the workout itself. So maybe you just did some jump rope warm-up to get your heart rate up, get yourself warm, and then you throw in this soft tissue stuff before you start actually practicing the movements that you're going to be doing in the workout, your overhead squats and your chest to heart pull-ups. Nice thing about this one, it's going to open up your lats for the overhead squats, but it's also going to open up your lats so that you're going to be able to pull a lot more efficiently when it comes to your chest to heart pull-ups. This is kind of a twofer for your prep. Good, nice external rotation. Go ahead and turn over and let's hit the track. It's only going to be a few minutes that you're doing this, but if this can buy you a little bit of range of motion on your overhead squats and save your shoulders, and every rep's going to count at this point, especially if you're trying to get into the next round of those 16 pull-ups, 16 squats, or 18 pull-ups, 18 squats if you get that far into it. Does that feel a little tighter than the other one?
A little bit, yeah.
Other thing to hit if you're getting pulled forward, make sure you hit T-spine with those double lacrosse balls. That'll help you open up those shoulders as well. All right, let's go ahead and hop up. We have PVC and let's see what that looks like now. Look at that. Much better. So he's back in that narrow grip that he was in before. Good. Get pulled forward a little bit, not too much, so that's not bad. Pull back, there you go. Much better. Good. We haven't even addressed the hips yet. Once you get those hips opened up, it's going to be much easier to stay vertical as you're doing that. But already you feel a little looser up in the traps. Yeah, awesome.
I've never done that before.
Sweet.
Feel loose too.
Yeah.
I guess probably a little bit of my hips.